Whitney Houston, I Have Nothing. I heard the opening bars and thought it was going to be True Colours by Cyndi Lauper, but my mistake. It's Whitney Houston's I Have Nothing. Let's see what she does have. In terms of a score, as we complete the hoop and ball routines, we've got a little bit of a break, and then the rhythmic group gymnastics. Complete with 5 ribbons.
We will now have a short break. The competition will resume at 11 a.m. Thank you.
So the strongest performance with the ball is comfortably that of Michaela Yang with a 27.74, although we're yet to have Phila Fundeth's score with the ball. That'll be in shortly. She only had a 20.77, which felt underscored to the much less informed judge who was your commentator today, but it looked a great routine. Anyhow, see what she gets with the ball. Can she get near that 27.7 that is the highest with the ball so far? That's an infectious smile, isn't it? Great to see it too. I really like to see athletes enjoying their sport. Otherwise,
and now
why are they doing it?
The score of
and 21.77. So she's found an extra point from her earlier performance. Well done to Phila Fundeth. So we've had 18 individual performances, 9 each with a hoop and ball, and in a little while we'll have the teams from Thailand, Malaysia and the Philippines in the group competition, first half thereof. So there'll be a short break while that happens, and they get organised for it, so don't go away. Gymnastics at the Thammasat University campus in Bangkok.
Just feel the light ถ้าหากว่าล้มแค่ก้าวต่อไปพรุ่งนี้ต้องยืนให้ไหวไม่เป็นไร we'll be fine ถ้าอยู่ตอนนั้นก็คงไม่มีตัวฉันวันนี้ที่ยืนในแสงไฟจาก 1% ก็กลายเป็นศูนย์ไม่รู้ว่าการได้ยืนตรงนี้ดีเท่าไร I'm flying through the sky with hope that never dies ความพยายามไม่มีวันทำร้ายแต่ถ้าไม่ลองก็ไม่ถึงจุดหมาย we're gonna shine.
Very good hoop performances from Ang and Yang, both scoring in the high 24s. We had 25s from the Philippines, Ramilo and Wong of Malaysia. That was Young's 24.83. In rhythmic gymnastics, you might have noticed that they don't perform with a competition number on their back because there's too much movement and rolling, tumbling across the floor. It would hinder the performance really. So don't wear numbers attached to the leotard. Malaysia with the top score out of the hoop routines, a 25.4 from Marvia Wong, just ahead of the 25.34 belonging to Althea Ramilo. It's Carmina Jackman of the Philippines. And that was right towards the end of the routine. We should have the first group performance for you in about 7 minutes' time at 11 o'clock local time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We will present the rhythmic gymnastic book with the apparatus of 5 ripples at 11 a.m. And now, please welcome the first country, Thailand.
It's rhythmic group gymnastics. And the graphic on your screen not quite right there. We've got a group of 5, not the clubs for the competition later in the day. This is the correct on-screen graphic for you. So it involves a team of 5 gymnasts performing a routine together. Complex interactions exchange of the apparatus between them, with the very uncooperative apparatus, the ribbon, which there are the 5 gymnasts for Thailand.
It's frenetic, isn't it? There's a lot going on.
Unfortunately, one of the gymnasts midway through the routine got a tangle in her ribbon and had to untie it, the knot. And that got a little out of sync with the others, but she quickly caught up. A couple of tunes in there they were working to. The Age of Vulture Culture. And something called Noir and the Onchus. They really dream up some complicated maneuvers, combinations. Major competitions in group rhythmic, they perform
2 different routines, and they will again later in the day.
Difficulty, execution and artistry are again the judging platforms in assessing these group routines, same with the individuals.
The rhythmic gymnastic competition with the group.
Rhythmic gymnastics has been on the Olympic program since 1996, the Atlanta Games. Some nice synchronization there from the Thai team. So much to be looking at for the judging panels.
Bouncing over the ribbons, through them. They did manage a pretty good exchange of the apparatus as well.
ระหว่างนี้เราก็รอผลคะแนนของจากคณะกรรมการผู้ตัดสินทีมนักกีฬาของประเทศไทยนะคะมีด้วยกัน5คนนะคะพิชยธิดาเกษสกุลรักกันชัยโชนิตปันธิตาทองสองสุพิชยาปิติปั้นและพรณชาเจตธรรมรงค์นะคะ
I think we're a little way from consensus. We've got a committee meeting going on amongst the judges. It's not easy to pull it all together, especially for group competition. A lot to assess. Rakan Chochinich, Nucha Chetumrong, Vichayatida Quetzalcoatl, Chochichakon Chongamon, these are the names of the Thai gymnasts, and Putita Bongsong. Still waiting their score.
For the next team, please welcome Malaysia.
And 19.4 for Thailand. A few difficulties in there, and that's the result. 19.4. That's the lineup for Malaysia. Only the 3 teams in this group competition. Malaysia to be followed by the Philippines. Well, that was quite something, and if you thought the music sounded a bit Spanish, it's called Running with the Bulls.
Thank you for the performance of Malaysia.
Such a complex routine, and yet also made to look beautifully simple at times with the synchronization. But
Thank you, Malaysia.
doesn't take much time to realize that there's an enormous amount of training goes into perfecting timing, skills.
Thank you.
Mastery of body movement and the apparatus handling.
And the score of the Thailand, the score is 19.40.
19.4 it was for Thailand. This was the very start of the routine. Very effective, visually pleasing. Difficult to get the exchanges right. I think she's the reserve gymnast, just feeling every moment of performance of her teammates. At the Olympics, they had 14 groups. Top eight groups go through to the final, but here is just the three nations with the group, Thailand, Malaysia and Philippines, and they'll perform later, second half, with 3 balls and 2 hoops, so not just one apparatus, but 2 different ones. A bit of emotion in the stands watching what's going on. One sense is this has been a stronger routine than Thailand's, which yielded 19.4. Do we have consensus? Nearly. So one of the senior officials on the far right there, looks like it's got to go through her before the score is posted. Hopefully it won't be too much longer, keeping the athletes waiting. Difficulty, execution and artistry being assessed. Definitely a team. Looks like the score is coming through. They can leave and a 20.11.
That's just 0.7 ahead of Thailand's score.
And the next team.
That clears the way for our final group performance.
Welcome.
And last routine of the session, it's the Philippines. here's the team for you.
Philippines picking up a bronze in 2023 in the team competition. But this is group rhythmic gymnastics, sometimes abbreviated to RGG.
Athlete having to leave the area to retrieve the ribbon. And again. To the music, Swan Song.
Philippines group, and the loss of the apparatus early and having to go for that red ribbon obviously affected the overall look of the routine. Unfortunate for them, and there is the wayward ribbon. There was what looked like an attempt to get it back, but on second thoughts, I think they were just making sure that the ribbon that was on the floor, so off to the right there, was completely out of the area. Could have been a further penalty for dropping the red one and picking up the original one again. Five in a group, it lends itself to having, at moments in the routine, a gymnast in each corner and one in the middle, and they did achieve that position quite well.
The score is 20.11. And now we are waiting for
so they had
the score
some
of
deductions
Philippines.
here with the
Just a
losing
few
contact with the
moments.
apparatus. Off to the left of screen, there was a moment as
Well, they managed to retrieve the original, but the red one found its way into the routine. And there was one that disappeared out of the screen there. That was fairly early in the routine. once the drop has been made and the new ribbon has been adopted into the performance, then that should be the end of the penalty. But
there's no shying away from the fact that the different coloured ribbon affects the look of the performance. The judges can put that out of their mind. I'm sure they can. A low mark, really, at 10.7.
And now we finish all of the competition.
So Malaysia leads the group competition.
We will have a lunch break. The competition
So
will
that
resume
wraps up
at 2:30
the
p.m.
performances in this first session of
Thank
rhythmic.
you.
We've had hoop
Everyone,
and ball in the
and
individuals and the group
See you
performances
here
from
in the afternoon.
Philippines, Malaysia and Thailand. Hope you've enjoyed it. Plenty more to come from the 33rd SEA Games in Thailand.
เช้าได้เสร็จสิ้นลงแล้วนะคะเป็นการแข่งขันประเภทบุคคลนะคะ2อุปกรณ์ห่วงและบอลและประเภทกรุ๊ปเอ็กซ์ไซส์5ลิบบิ้นนะคะในการแข่งขันในภาคบ่ายนะคะจะเริ่มในเวลา 14:30 นาทีนะคะจะเป็นการแข่งขันยิมนาสติกลีลาประเภทบุคคลนะคะอุปกรณ์คาถาและลิบบิ้นประเภทกรุ๊ปเอ็กซ์ไซส์นะคะ3บอล2ห่วงค่ะในท้ายรายการของการแข่งขันในวันนี้จะมีการมอบเหรียญรางวัลในการแข่งขันทีมแรงกิ้งนะคะก็คือบุคคลรวมอุปกรณ์บวกด้วยกรุ๊ปนะคะทั้ง2ท่าชุดนะคะมี1เหรียญนะคะก็ฝากท่านผู้ชมนะคะอย่าเพิ่งไปไหนนะคะไปรับประทานอาหารกลางวันนะคะแล้วก็กลับ